can start. We can't.
Peacekeeper,
Yeah.
peacekeeper across many a time zones. Thank you for gathering in this living circle of justice, love, and peace. We extend a very warm and respectful welcome to our honored guest, respected Mr. Nadir Godrej, the Chairperson and Managing Director of Godrej Industries Limited, and a pioneering leader in sustainable industry and agriculture in India. For decades, he has helped to shape businesses that care not only for profit but also for people and planet. He has worked on advancing green chemistry, responsible agro industry, and inclusive growth. He is also widely known for his love of languages, mathematics, and poetry, reminding us that reason and imagination can serve the common good together. Tonight's 21 minutes dialogue invites us to reflect on how enterprise, ecology, and everyday ethics can reinforce peace from the farm to the factory floor and to our homes and public life. Please share brief reflections in the chat as we proceed. Your words will help us learn together. With gratitude to each one gathered here, it is my pleasure to invite our host for today, Dr. Huzaifa Khorakiwala. Sir, the screen is all yours.
Okay. Respected Mr. Nadir Godrej, distinguished I Am Peacekeeper, dear friends, have a good evening. When we speak of peace, we often think of parliaments and treaties. Yet the quiet architecture of peace is also built in laboratories, supply chain, boardrooms, and agriculture fields. The way we grow our food, make our products, and design our cities either deepens fracture or nurtures trust. The I Am Peacekeeper movement invests in inner peace so that public life grows gentler. We practice our living values not only during moments of contemplation, but in everyday choices how we consume, how we work, how we innovate, how we treat the most vulnerable people who cannot negotiate back. Across the Godrej Group, we have seen a long experiment in this direction. Industries that take climate and biodiversity seriously, investments that connect small farmers and workers to new technologies, a good and green vision that asks business to create shared value rather than isolated gain. Respected Mr. Godrej, your leadership in chemicals, industry, and sustainability, and your distinctive way of expressing complex ideas through poetry and verse offer us an unusually rich lens on what responsible enterprise can be. The I Am Peacekeeper movement is based on the seven human values of truth, gratitude, forgiveness, love, humility, giving, and patience. Today is Sunday, and we wish all the I Am Peacekeeper happy Truth Day. This evening, we look forward to learning how industry can remain inventive yet humble. So, we welcome our honored guest, Mr. Nadir Godrej. We would like you to have a small introduction, and then we'll carry on to the question answer session.
Sure. First, the Godrej way. Establishing trust may cause pain, but the reputation is a gain. Short-term thinking can't sustain, and that is why we should maintain every stakeholder's trust, as this for us is a must. Now that we have seen the light, we know we must create delight. In the face of fear, we must be bold. In troubled times, we mustn't fold. Instead, we must always bet on agility, thought, and sweat, and never turn an eye that's blind. For if we own it, we do find the wonderful colleagues we select and whom we humbly show respect rise to each and every need. Good and green. And here I think we all oughta pay careful heed to Michael Porter. With shared value, there's no cost for doing good, as nothing's lost. All it takes is a thinking brain to remove a societal pain and combine it with a business gain to create a sustainable chain of endless mutual benefit. This concept is a tremendous hit. We thought that we should also try and see if we could apply this philosophy to our group. Our employees also joined the loop. In the year 2010, studies were commissioned, and then, with the help of DASRA and FSG, our new program one could see. We aptly named it Good and Green, and what a journey it has been. It is no longer climate change within a tolerable range. A crisis is what it's about, with fires, floods, as well as drought. Every week a constant blast, far worse than seen in the past. If we must, we will adapt. Prevention, though, would be more apt. There is a cost to adaptation. It's rising fast in every nation, as well as for the world at large. This will be a heavy charge. In fact, we should all conclude prevention would be really shrewd. In practice, it would cost much less and avoid a lot of stress. All industries should play a role in the carbon neutral goal. GHG emissions should be reduced, more green energy should be produced, and so without partiality, our goal for all is neutrality, whether water, carbon, or solid waste. And very soon, we will make haste to make our net emissions zero. Would that make the group a hero? In 2010, the goal looked tall, but we took a reasoned call. Technology would save the day. So far, it has turned out that way. To achieve these goals, we will strive to do it all by 2035. As technology takes a leap, green energy gets very cheap. Keen observers quickly saw that solar also tracks Moore's law. Whether groundnut shell or bagasse, our India is full of biomass. At first, we thought we had to spend, but that's not true. For in the end, the more we thought and the more we slaved, we did invest, but we also saved. And solar is still getting cheaper. And as we start digging deeper in India, it has hit the goal of being cheaper than even coal. Our cost of water is not so high. Therefore, we attempt to try to reduce our water consumption. But all the same, it's a safe assumption our water use won't disappear. And so to be neutral, I fear we will have to mitigate. Though fortunately, I can state that developing a watershed doesn't cost much, and instead, our agribusiness can benefit. So many benefits we can see: the preservation of biodiversity, different species can be tried, useful products can be supplied, like biomass or edible fruits, and yet the trunk and the roots can sequester carbon, clean the air, a win-win that is very fair. So while we decarbonize, why not also monetize? So never fall for either or. Our hearts and minds demand much more. Godrej DEI. And in all businesses, we should see the broadest reach of diversity. Not only is it fair and right, it would give us the best insight. Since life is full of many hard knocks, we need to think out of the box. Diversity is the perfect aid when we are required to wade through troubled waters or quagmires. Unusual thought is what inspires. Diversity is easier said than done. Over time, it can be won. The DEI lab has the role of helping all pursue the goal. And the conclusion: don't you think it would be great if we jointly celebrate the common humanity that we share? For everyone we should care. Love, if peace is to be our goal, love and justice have a role. I Am Peacekeeper Movement can show us the way. Let's all do what we can. In a world of strife, let's strive for a better life. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Respected Mr. Godrej, it was so wonderful that you conveyed the message in a very lucid and in a poetic manner. And it is something unique where I don't think anyone in industry in India has the skill of communicating through the verses of poetry. Sir, I would like to ask you the first question.
Yes.
a moment in your career when you realized that business could become a genuine force for peace, not just for prosperity.
Right. Uh, Many years ago, we had our oleochemical business in a crisis. And then we found that while trying to solve the problems, we used Japanese methods of doing business like TPM and TQM and Kaizen. And we found that that helped the business become more profitable, but it also got a lot of involvement from the people. And this people involvement stood the business in good stead. And after that, we stopped having any kind of labor problems for many years in all of our businesses. And I think that the lesson I learned was that once you involve people in the business, including workers, you involve not just their hands, but their intellect, you find that they work along with you, they are happier, the business is more successful, and there is peace in the world.
Oh, very well said, sir. Very well said. Sir, the next question is, how do you balance long term climate commitment with short term commercial pressures and shareholder expectations?
Right. Now, many people think there is a conflict between spending money on climate goals and ensuring your profit. So, the idea is, like I've said about Michael Porter's ideas of shared value, you try and find a dual benefit. And one of the things we found was that energy efficiency was a very good way of doing this. When we were not conscious about saving the planet, we weren't focusing enough on energy efficiency. But once we started deciding to reduce our carbon emissions, the cheapest way was energy efficiency. And all the energy efficiency projects that we studied had 1 year paybacks. So we said, let's look for more. And this is a way, and most of the things we do for climate change actually improve our profits. In India, we also have
Okay.
compulsory corporate social responsibility. A lot of that money gets spent on things that help society and help the environment. For instance,
Right,
our
right.
watershed projects. In the watershed projects, first of all, you save a lot of water. Sometimes we do watershed projects near our businesses. So they help our businesses get water, but they also help the farmers get water. And the farmers are our customers for our agribusinesses. So once we supply them with water, we also can sell more agricultural products. Their yields rise. So you have to look for win-win solutions. And in life, there are a lot of win-win solutions because society is an important stakeholder. The government is an important stakeholder. The financial institutions are important stakeholders. So by looking after the environment, you are also looking after all these stakeholders and in the long term helping your business.
Okay. So it's a very interesting thing that Godrej has succeeded not only in meeting the commercial goals, but they have done it along with the environment goals also. So that is a very good example in today's modern industry that environment doesn't have to be sacrificed.
Correct.
Yes. Sir, my next question is that your favorite example where digital technology, data, AI, and automation actually made work more humane rather than more stressful.
I'm going to give an example which is related to the business, but not directly in the business. This deals with our oil palm business. This is an unusual business where the farmers grow the oil palm on their own land. We are mandated by the government to provide them with the planting material, and we also have to pick up the fruit bunches from the oil palm and process it into oil. And so we have a close connect with the farmers. And we decided to help the farmers improve their yields. We do soil testing, we do leaf testing, we digitize it all, analyze it. We have an app which each farmer gets, and we provide them advice on what fertilizer to use, what practices to use, and they improve their yield of the fruit bunches by that. So we get to produce more oil because of that. So they are benefited, the business is benefited, and although productivity improves a lot, there is no question of loss of jobs because they're entrepreneurs, they're not employees. And we had often thought that in Malaysia, Indonesia, there are large plantations, and managing the employees is a headache. And we were always glad that we didn't have to manage employees because these were smallholder farmers who we were helping. So we didn't have that disadvantage. They had the disadvantage of small scale. But now we have the advantage of network effects. So network effects have solved the problems of small scale. So we are very happy with digitization, AI, and all of that. And the farmers benefit and we benefit.
So this is another great example of win-win situation.
Correct.
And
life is all about win-win situations.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Everyone should win, There should be something
and
for
you are bound to
everybody.
be
There
successful.
should be. Yeah.
It only needs a lot of imagination.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sir, the next question is, there are a lot of young engineers and managers, and they are entering the industry today. So from your wisdom of the years that you have gone by, can you suggest a daily habit that will keep their moral compass ready? Some habit, one habit or two habits.
Right. Yes, perhaps two habits. One is to always tell yourself that honesty is the best policy.
Okay.
Right. And this is a time-honored phrase. What it means is that you're going to be most successful if you're honest. Because it may cost you in the short run, but in the long run, you're going to build a lot of social capital, and that is going to help you. The other practice is to always smile. Because if you smile whenever you encounter anyone, they are going to think well of you. You are going to think well of them. You are going to work in their interests, and they are going to work in your interests. So smiling is another win-win habit.
Okay, very good. So let me practice your smile, which you have said. Okay. I will try to be more mindful that I should smile a little extra.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
And you'll find it very beneficial. It's also very good for health.
It benefits you and the people looking at you.
Absolutely. And it benefits your health.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sir, the next question is, Godrej is one of the greatest family-owned businesses over so many, I think, century, you can call it. And how do you integrate the next generation without losing the founding values?
Yes, it's very important to inculcate those values in them from an early age. And we try to inculcate the first poem I recited was about the Godrej values. We try to inculcate that in everybody because, first of all, there is the family that owns the business, and then there is the family of everybody working in the business. And both of them should have these values. They should be inculcated at an early time. And it's very important. And these old values are largely about integrity. But there is another value which helps you to go into the future, and that is innovation.
Right, right.
So you have to build both these values. The integrity keeps you on track, and the innovation speeds you along the track.
Okay, great. So this is a very good direction that the elder generation are imparting to the younger ones. Sir, I think we have around 3 minutes left.
Right.
So if you can, 1 minute, I'll just see. Some questions have been asked from the audience. Okay, one is in the CSR part of the Godrej Group, is CSR, is the Godrej Group into affordable housing?
No, we have not done anything in affordable housing in the part of our CSR. nor are we in very low cost housing. We are mostly we have a lot of medium cost housing and
Okay.
upper cost housing. And in areas where land costs are high, of course, housing is not very affordable, but we're also in some places where land costs are not very high, and our medium cost housing is also quite affordable.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Sir, Godrej Group is known for the CSR work it has been doing over the decades.
Yes.
And lastly, I would like to ask you one question. One message, if you can give the I Am Peacekeeper of the movement,
Yeah.
any one or two messages you can give them.
Right. I think one message is try and collect everybody together. If we treat all people as part of one humanity, we can have peace in the world. Unfortunately, I think what causes peace to break down is when we start thinking of us and them. So let us never think of us and them. We are all one.
We are one. What a beautiful message. What a lovely way to end this lovely question and answer. And we are all one. This will be remembered as a very important message which Mr. Godrej has given us. So, respected Mr. Godrej, I will just give a vote of thanks. Thank you for an illuminating and deeply grounded exchange. Your reflections on business with conscience, climate smart agriculture, and the quiet power of poetry and verse in leadership gives us a calm but courageous compass. To everyone present, let us carry tonight into action by supporting responsible enterprises, honoring the labor behind what we consume, and insisting that innovation respects the limits of our shared earth. May our minds be clear, our work constructive, and our public conduct kind. On behalf of the I Am Peacekeeper Movement family, on respected Mr. Godrej, we wish you a long life with good health. We wish you strength, peace, happiness, and success. And may the blessings of Almighty always be on you and your family. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Huzaifa, and
Thank you.
all the best to you. Keep up the good work,
Okay.
and may we have peace in the world.
Okay. Thank you, sir, for your blessings. Thank you, sir.